morning. Welcome to Mongoose Max, Hawaii. Series Newspaper. Newspaper. Where's the newspaper? Here's the newspaper. Hey, today's newspaper. It is Thursday, October. Get that month down now. Can you see? Hey, this ain't working. Oh wow. The blue one ran out of battery, but the red one. Watch out for the eyes. It's almost Halloween. It's the 29th. It's getting that way. And today's August. See, I don't even think about it too hard. I don't know why that is. I think it was October. Today's October 29th, and the headline for today is Votes Topple Record. Thank you for your patience. One of those got to be a good thumbnail. Cheap way of doing it. That's because everything's on this channel is cheap. It's a one-man band show. Boom-ch, boom-ch, boom-ch. Hey, by the way, please support the channel. Those be like cryptocurrency. If you got that kind of stuff, there's like Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can send it away if you got a dual coin. Because a dual coin! I even checked it. It went down and it went back up, and now I'm just afraid to look. Hodl. Volatility of crypto. Alright. Votes topple record. Votes topple record. Early voting on Oahu already surpassed the record total for 2008. The last time it had its record toppled. Titillating. With days to spare, Oahu voters have broken the record for the number of votes cast in the general election. The highest percentage votes cast recorded was 93.3% in 1959, the first year of statehood. Before this, the highest number of Oahu votes cast was 308,000. I don't know, we got 1 million? That's like 1/3 people. In 2008, the year Hawaii-born Barack Obama was first elected president, because Hawaii went to Puno. He was in the same high school I went to, the same year I went to, and he was like one homeroom over. His name was Barry in high school. Goofy Barry. I don't know. He wants to highlight his premium years, so he don't like to highlight what goes on in high school stays in high school. I don't know. Whatever. But all that's true. It doesn't say Mongoose Max in my yearbook, so good luck. And pause across the Pacific. 600 Hawaii shelter animals are flown back. HPD will be out on Halloween to enforce COVID-19. Oh yeah, the mask rules, right? And super spreader possible event Halloween. The HPD got extra people, right? So I don't know what to say. Don't go hog wild with the laws, because you know what they're gonna have. Wow! It's on the scales. Oh my god. Take it. Props, I didn't think of this one. Holy hell! Have fun in editing. So you're gonna be on this. You're gonna, hey man, we're at the party. We're at the party, and I don't have a mask on. And then there's gonna be this guy showing up. HBD.
Trooper reporting for duty. Let's move. Orders received. Mission is a go. Let's move.
Because they don't have much of a vocabulary, you know. They just give out tickets. I don't know what the tickets are going to be, but let's just check it out. Maybe we got to say something about that. Something. Doesn't say. Please don't do this, folks, said Caldwell, recalling the surge. 4th of July. He's thinking 4th of July.
Remain at your post, Trooper.
Yeah, you had your chance. You just say something. You're off stage. 49 people count yesterday. 2%. It's under 5%. We're in tier 2. We're looking solid for tier 3, but I don't know. Maybe a couple of whatevers. Everything fell over. I don't know if stuff's still. Yeah. Audio's dangling by a thread. Hang in there,
Trooper standing by.
Yeah, enough of you. Okay. Maybe Bishop Museum is running Alice Final Bishop Museum. Kids see passport, kids see birthday. I used to work for the Bishop Museum for a little while. Isn't that right, Bucky? That's right. Keith used to work for the Bishop Museum. Really? What did I do? He did archaeology work for a little while, but they kicked his ass off because they just shut up. You don't need that eyeball. Yeah. I'll give it back when you behave. Yes, as we slowly go insane all by ourselves. It's fun going insane. Just don't harm yourself or others. Then you can go off insane all you want to. We're doo-doo on your head. Do fun things. Do healthy things. Virus on a new view. Virus on view as campaign hits home stretch. And as they're going down the stretch, naked. And it's the virus they're talking about. I wonder why. Because they already voted in the Supreme Court. Well, so much for your, prop thing. Well, friggin'. That's right by you. Action promised admit protests over black man. Action promised admit protests over black man's death. Philadelphia police pledged to release 911 tapes and police body camera footage in the near future in the shooting death of mental health problems. A man with mental health problems. Man, I don't know if they just shoot people just because they have mental health problems. Man, gotta watch out here. Officers warn pedestrians about wearing a mask in background. See, they're doing the warnings now because they're warning people in Waikiki. They're doing the warnings now because, hey, I warned you, eh? Hurricane Zeta thrashes coast, kills at least one. New Orleans. Zeta, because they're going through the Greek alphabet. Oh, God. Oh, God. New Orleans. That's where my friend was from. This is a cream trick. I don't know. Okay. I just didn't look at this. Like I ever do. Nation's British looking at the headlines like you would look at a normal paper. Melbourne reawakens after a 4-month lockdown. Really? Siri, say out loud the definition of reawakens.
Reawaken means, with reference to a feeling or state, emerge or cause to emerge again, awaken again.
Do you like Melbourne?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
What is Melbourne?
Here's some information.
Can you Can you read it out loud?
Melbourne is the capital and most populous city of the Australian state of Victoria, and the second most populous city in Australia and Oceania. Shall I continue?
No. Continue not, my down under friend. Reawakens after 4-month lockdown. So they got 4-month lockdown. 8. I'll tell you, Australia knows how to do stuff. We do. You know what I say? Should take lessons. Take lessons. Do we have anything in here? I don't know. Look. Diane. Feds released details about deadly skydiving crash. Ooh. Maybe later. I can tell them. Okay, the Q. Right. What's the big Q say? Will Halloween be different for you this year due to the pandemic? Of course not. How many said no? No, 8%. 9%. Somewhat curbing modified activity. 51%. No, don't usually observe. Seriously. What do you think I am, a child? 32%. Yes, very. No trick-or-treating or event. So, yeah. No want to do stuff, eh? Just like that's a lot of people. Just like, I don't want to do anything. Make it safe. Make it safe. Forget it. I'm not going to do anything. You know, little candy shoots for the kids, nothing like that. Forget that. And I mean that in a supreme way. Don't build housing over agricultural land. Shall we continue urban sprawl into the land once used for agriculture, or shall we keep the country? 2 proposals now. We're going to skip. Next. Gun carry permits for women senior men. Arg. I concur with Brian Isaacson's suggestion to register firearms electronically. Citation. For accuracy and completeness, I also suggest the registration become accomplished by legal sellers of firearms. What? No. It should be open to illegal sellers of firearms too. I mean, what the? This would produce potentials for graft and lying. Further, I suggest the same registration form include a permit for open or concealed weapon of a small carry firearm for women of all ages. Russell Noguchi, man, you got the trigger going on. Okay, trigger. Open and concealed can be open and concealed. So, oh my god, okay. Did you hear the part about when people want to have their, right to bear arms? That was so that the government itself doesn't become a tyrannical power. And to protect yourself, I guess, too. They really, I don't know, it really wasn't a thing back when they wrote that. It was really meant so the government doesn't become the only ones that are armed. And then it might become like a tyranny where like one person seems to control everything. Go up. Berlin's troubled airport. I don't want to be Mr. Gun-toting. Rail transit. I like guns though. Guns are freaking fascinating machines. And they are meant to kill people. Tell me they're used for hunting. You're screwed in the head. That's not what they're for. Oh, you're losing time. And subscribe, like, share with your friends. Whatever your views are, hey, write them down in the comments. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for those nice little comments once in a while. Next video. Yeah! Rail transit necessary for West Oahu build out. Because on that side, towards the west, which is in that direction, that would be the west. And that would be the east. And that would be the south, and that would be the north. So, in the west, there's like Kapolei, it's like a city they kind of like built their own little city. It's Eva direction, not as far as Eva. It's like on the other side of Pearl Harbor. If you're mentally sticking together a map, because I'm not going to post a map. You think this is? It finally got me. It got me. the big C. Coffee. Oh yeah. I'm literally running on a couple hours of sleep because of editing. Go check out the Shakespeare Tempest. It's done. So if part 3 looks like part 3, then we're good to go on the right track. Where was I? Build out to the west. The master plan to target future population growth for West Oahu. See, West Oahu and its population growth was basically a manufactured population growth, like it's like test tube baby. I don't know if that's a good comparison. Sort of. Yeah. It's like a monster. It was like Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory. It's alive. And now they went rails and they went shopping centers. They already got shopping center. A fixed guide way rail system has been an important piece of the plan. Fast forward to 2020. We're already in 2020 with rail project construction to Middle Street and the prospect of opening the rail line in 2021 from East Kapolei to Aloha Stadium. There is now so much talk about stopping construction at Middle Street or Chinatown. Why stop the rail short of its potential and to seamlessly connect West Oahu to downtown Honolulu? Why stunt the growth of the Ewa District? Why stop the rail short of its potential to seamless... Oh, that's literally 2 hours of sleep. Why? Don't do it a third time. The plan to build out West Oahu has the potential to provide a low-income housing initiative. Let's finish the job that we started by ending the rail line with the terminal at Ala Moana Center. Stuart Shimazu Kapahulu. Actually, Stuart, I agree with you. They should just get the thing and go to Ala Moana. People can have jobs in Ala Moana Shopping Center, and tourists can hop on at the airport and go Ala Moana and stuff, and then they can go like Ala Moana, Kapolei, and have like tourism in Kapolei and West Oahu. You know, hell, man, you should just get the rail and have it go all the way around the island. So tourists come over here, they hop on the train, and they go all the way around the island, like Disneyland people mover, round and round in the train. And people get drunk or do drugs or get bored or feel depressed. They get on the train and they go all around the island, like a carousel merry-go-round, around and around and around, forever and ever. Like I said, 2 hours of sleep. Harp on that excuse. Yeah, they should build the rail, but the contingency is it still costs money, and billions and billions and billions is not pocket change to play with. That's why we have stupid politicians who got this either going on in the first place without a proper financial plan to it, or these under-dealings that got the thing blown out of proportion. Because what happens with corruption is you got a big money plan going on. I hope the mob don't come and shoot me. But you get a big plan going on, then all these, it attracts like corrupted types. And then there's like underpinnings, you know, you get a little money and then the deal goes that way, but then the deal that goes that way, and then they underbid and overbid and things of that nature, and then it just balloons the cost much more than it should have been. And that's what happens. Berlin troubled, and speaking of Germany, Berlin troubled by airport by cautionary tale for heart. The New York Times ran a story about Berlin's new airport about to open after 6 false starts. Its history eerily resembles Honolulu Rail. Ooh. In Berlin, construction has taken 14 years. It's 9 years late and more than $4 billion over budget. Or shall we say 4 billion marks. There were engineering blunders, scandals, lawsuits, incorrectly installed cables, short escalators, the need to replace screens that have been reached to the end of their lives, 1990s looking decor, self-check-in and cell phone charging stations, which didn't exist when plans were drawn, were added. What was modern when conceived is woefully outdated today, 14 years later. Honolulu's rail has a $1 billion hole. Talk that way about me. The public-private partnership is gasping for air. The Honolulu Authority for Rapid Transportation, HOT, may be without an executive director come January. Federal funds may lapse. What else could go wrong? Funny you should ask, Lin Matsuso of Chinatown. What else could go wrong? The possibilities are endless. Yes, yes, and on that glass half full note, let's give it a rest and try to cut it down right here. Have a safe time. Definitely learn about stuff. And, hang loose. Have fun. Be safe. Hey. Breathing clean air. All kinds of good stuff. But anyways, for real, hang loose. Aloha.